I'm gonna open it.
So I hope you like that little intro, something a little bit different, but normally they send us parts in this little packaging, and this week they've sent us a box. Don't know why. I can't see why this needs different type of protecting than anything else, but that's what Hachette have done, and in this block of 10 it's the only box that we're going to get, but that's fine. So let's have a look at the pieces. So this is absolutely beautiful. Look at the finish on that. Believe it or not, this is plastic. This is the lower leg casing. A part that you may recognize. Obviously we don't know this is going to look exactly the same as last week's until we actually receive it, but this is the lower leg part. As you can see, it just looks absolutely identical. So now we're starting to recognize other pieces, like this piece, which is 65.3, the screw housing, and then we've got 2 km 2x16mm screws, which this is obviously the same as the last issue, and then lastly we have 2 PM 3x8mm screws. So I'm intrigued by this screw. I wonder if it's got anything to do with this. So let's have a look, shall we? So let's get this screw ready because we know we will need that. So what we need to be doing this issue, we need to take this part from stage, well they're now saying from stage 64, and we're going to be placing this onto this hole there, which is opposite this one, and the same as before, we're going to pop that screw into there. We're going to pop the screw housing into there like so. We're then going to offer this up, and what I noticed last time, if you give a couple of little screws, you're screwing that part, that will actually pop it on enough just to bite. You see, it's hanging there quite fine. So now we can hold this part, and I'm holding it with my bottom 3 fingers and then supporting this bit with these 2 fingers, and then that enables me to screw this on like so. And as you can see, it looks like, and it actually feels like, I'm not screwing anything. It feels like I've missed the hole altogether, and then all of a sudden it goes tight. And do you think this looks a bit like a wind chime now? The more the wind blows, the more it chimes. So yeah, that is actually that one done, and that is stage 1, 2 and 3 complete. So on to stage step 4, and what we're doing is we're identifying this notch here again. It says note the circled notch, and what we need to be doing is looking at this piece, which is piece 1, and you can see there's a notch there as well. And what we're going to be doing is we're going to be placing this, I'll turn it this way around, so this notch lines up with that, and you can actually see it from this side, and you see how that's gone in there lovely, just like that. And it really is a snug fit. It's not a tight fit, it's not loose, it's just right, and it's like there's a bit of air pressure in there. So it doesn't tell us to do anything like screw it in. The neck part should be flush with the surface, which it is, and then it tells us to turn this over, and then we need to get this part 64.1, and what we're going to be doing is placing this onto there like so. So we've got 3 holes there and 1 there, so I was almost right, wasn't I, with the holes, but not quite right. And that's going to push into there, and the area of concern for me are these 2 little pegs there. This one doesn't seem to have any bother at all going through, none whatsoever. It takes a little bit of wiggling, but then this bit here and it doesn't tell us to glue that in. However, the next stage is that we want to be driving a screw into there. So we need to take one of these PM 3x8s, and that will go into there, and then we will drive this into there. Drive, that makes it sound like you've got to do it really hard, but we'll keep turning that until the resistance really increases, because it's only plastic. And in actual fact, I have less concern for this top now. It is a little bit wibbly. The bottom is certainly secure. So I suppose you could glue that in if you want to. Let me just double check. Take the shin piece supplied with the previous stage, identify the 3 holes where the pegs fit on the shin will fit as indicated by the arrows. Check the fit. Note the larger peg is a raised screw socket. Do you know what? I do apologise, it does actually say to glue them in. So let's rewind my mistake. So we need to take this off, and it's a simple mistake to rectify. And also, this is why I often say check your work. So I've got a little bit of glue here. No, I haven't. So we'll get a little bit more glue on I've got a little pot here, you see, and what I tend to do is just pop a little bit of glue on there, and we'll use the cocktail sticks this time, and I'll just apply a little bit of glue to the outside of the hole, and again there, and we know this is going to fit because we've fitted it once before. That goes into there like so, that goes into there like so. Hold that down. In fact, I'm actually going to apply a little bit of masking tape to this, just in case I accidentally pull this end open as I'm screwing the other screw in. So just a little bit across there, so that's not going to lift up anymore. And then what we'll do is we'll reapply this screw. There we go. Again, it does take quite a lot of turns to actually turn it. So that is in nice and fine, and then we can remove this masking tape. Magazines such as Hachette often refer to this as low tack tape, and what it basically means is it's going to stick to something and not leave too much residue around. So there we go, guys. I am very happy with that. I wish I'd read the instructions properly, but you know, sometimes we miss one little step out, and I think that's fine so long as we can rectify it. But yeah, that is the stage complete, and wow, that's really has come along in just one issue, isn't it? So this bit is now solid, and we've got these 2 loose tendons. So fabulous. So that's the end of stage 64, and hopefully you will join me. Sorry, that's the end of stage 65. I do apologize. I hope you'll join me in stage 66 when we will be adding another part to the lower right leg.